Oh, good morning. Good morning. Half a day. Welcome to Guam. Welcome to Ed and Lou's channel, where you follow our adventures here on the island of Guam and hear what we're doing here at the church. Yesterday was Father's Day, and we had a good time. We celebrated with pizza, and of course, I can't resist pizza. But I've been on a low-carb diet, and I've been doing that already since August of last year. Lost a lot of weight. But, we have cheat days once in a while, and yesterday was my cheat day. But one of the things that helped me make it on my carb diet was me going through, finding things that are low carb that I can eat. You get tired of certain things. And I've been making some low carb bread, 90-second low carb bread. Takes only 90 seconds to make, and I'm going to share that with you. And I know that you're going to love that. And the recipes, it will be here in the bottom, and it's easy to make. But don't forget to subscribe. That way you can always follow us on the things that I can think of that I want to post. So in a little while, I'll get started, and I'll show you what you need, and we'll make some 90-second low-carb bread. I'll see you in a little while. Okay, I'm back again. Here's basically what you need to make that low-carb bread, and it becomes very tasty. All you need, I'm going to make is Quaker oats bread. I'm going to add some Quaker oats. My wife eats that kind of bread, and she has oats in it, so I'm going to put some oats in it. You need to have some almond flour, right there, almond flour. And all you need is one egg, just one egg. You'll need 1 tablespoon of butter. On the almond flour, you're going to need 3 tablespoons. This one, you can just put maybe 1 tablespoon inside there. Doesn't matter. This is just for extra. A little, maybe about 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, and about 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. And what I like to do, I like to add a little bit stevia. Give it a little bit more flavor. So that's all basically you need. And like I said, it takes only about 90 seconds to do that. Now I'll put the recipe in the bottom here on this post, so that way you can know how to do it. Takes only 90 seconds. So when I come back, we'll get started and put it all together. Okay, this is what I did. I took 1 tablespoon of this butter and I melted it. I used this bowl, and this is one thing I didn't mention a while ago. Get a ramen bowl, a good one that you can microwave. A good sized ramen bowl, that's what you're going to use. It's going to cook in here and you mix it here. So 1 tablespoon of butter, I melted that. And then I use 1 egg, which I put in there already. 1 egg, about 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, about 1/8 teaspoon of salt. And I use 3 tablespoons of almond flour, 3 tablespoons. And I put 1 tablespoon of oats, because my wife likes oat bread. And I put that in here. Let me say, at this point, you can do a lot of variations. This is the plain bread. Sometimes I put a tablespoon of cheese and jalapenos. I make a cheese bread with jalapenos. You can also put raisins and cinnamon, a little bit more stevia, and that way it would be a cinnamon bread. Yeah, I do use 1 pack of stevia always. You can use more if you want to on the stevia. But I use that especially if I'm going to make a sweet bread. You can add a little bit fruit, maybe some sugar-free strawberries, sugar-free preserves. Add that in there and make different kinds of bread. So that's where I'm at right there. And this is going to make a nice bread. And now I'm going to go ahead and cook that 90 seconds, and I'll show you what happens when it gets done. Be back. Oh, so there it is. Just took it out. I put it in the microwave for 90 seconds. It comes out like this. And if you could feel it, it's spongy, soft, and I just let it cool a little bit, and I just take a knife and just kind of go around the edges, make it soften it up a little bit, and then get a place where I'm going to cut it, and I just put it there. At this point, you can just cut it in half. Just cut it in half. Get a good bread knife, cut it in half, and then you can toast it. Here in a little while, I'll toast it. I want to toast it the regular way with a toaster. And then I also want to toast it with butter on a skillet. And you can use this bread for sandwiches, for hamburgers, or just bread with your whatever you want to use bread for. I'll slice it up, and then I'll toast some and let you see what it looks like. But if you can see it right now, real close, it's very spongy bread, low carb. So I'll do that in a little while and show you what that looks like. Well, there it is. We're finished. After the 90 seconds of cooking there in the microwave, and then I sliced it into bread, and I toasted it. This is toasted with in the skillet with butter, and this is the one that's toasted in a regular toaster, and eat it just like, well, it is bread. You can see that it is bread. This bread. So low carb bread, only 3 carbs. And you can eat it any way you want. Like I said, you can add cheese and jalapenos in the mix. You can add raisins and cinnamon. You can put that in there. You can put fruit. But it's a very good low carb bread for those of you who are craving carbs, especially when you're craving bread. Okay, we're going to have breakfast now. This is Ed and Lou's channel. Be sure to subscribe. Okay, have a great day.